the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward.
What's up, y'all? Look, we finna get ready to get this show started. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you that's going to be very, very happy today as the Titans finally get off the schneid and get a victory. So we're going to go ahead and get this show started. We're not going to waste any more time. And let's get into TNT postgame, a Victory Tuesday as the Tennessee Titans are victorious. So let's get this show started in less than 60 seconds. Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody? What's going on, Titan Nation? Welcome into TNT postgame, a Victory TNT postgame as the Tennessee Titans do get the job done against the Miami Dolphins. They are victorious 31-12. And notch their first victory of the season. I'm your man, Chris, a.k.a. Blue Enforcer, a.k.a. The Truth. And we are going to have a very good episode for you on this evening. Definitely make sure y'all go ahead and share this show out. Let everybody know where to go. I'll share it out, once the show ends. I will definitely make sure I put that out there. I'm actually doing it right now. But everybody, make sure y'all definitely share this show out. Let everybody know where they can come on in, whether it be on Facebook, X, or Instagram. You could definitely join me there, and we're definitely gonna have a really good time. We're gonna have just do a quick little post game talking about this victory over the Miami Dolphins, getting their first victory of the season. Daniel Berry, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. AZ Big, Miss Jackie, how you doing, pretty lady? How you doing? And my guy 615 Lee, hanging 31. I appreciate y'all being here. Lee, it's been a minute. We got to catch up, but definitely was a good win for the Tennessee Titans. They definitely needed a victory. They needed something to go into the bye week, and it wasn't done exactly the way that we all probably thought it was going to be done, but the fact is we got the W. And even though I bet against the Titans and thought they were going to lose this game, they took care of business. And for that, I am happy. I am proud. It feels good to talk about a win for once, instead of another loss. So let's get right into it. Again, make sure y'all smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button while you're at it too. And then I'm gonna load this episode up, and also the live stream from yesterday. I'm gonna load that up on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, or Google Podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. And also an announcement: there will be no show tomorrow. I'm taking off the week, taking off the bye week as well to enjoy. But I may do a little small. I'll probably do a little small stock up, stock down real fast, and give my Dunson star of the week. So I may do something like that. Give a quick little 5-10 minutes on that. So that's not going to be much. Definitely just gonna put that out. But definitely very happy that Tennessee Titans got this victory, 31-12. They finally get into the win column in Miami and are now 1-3 on the year. And the way they did it um, was pretty good. My guy DeAndre Blue Five, my brother, finally got a win. I definitely agree with that. And hold up, who we got? Oh, we got that, yeah, dog. We got that, yeah, from Titans Coliseum. What's up, Morocco? What's up, man? And also, shout out to Lee 615 Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. Also, my guy Morocco, y'all check out the Titans Coliseum Podcast as well. I know they did a show recently. I got to go back and catch that, but definitely do a good Titan South as well. We got to drop 38 on Indy. We let's not get ahead of ourselves. Um, but we just got to enjoy this victory. And another thing that happened, not only did we get the first win, we finally scored 30. It took over 1,000 days for it to happen, but dagrabbit, it did. They get to 30 and hit it hard. And I thought for a second that Brian Callahan wasn't going to do it, but he did. But he definitely did that. And it was definitely really cool. It was cool to see that. My guy Paris, what's up? TP represented M well. And you know what we do. You know we definitely do that. Gotta represent. Absolutely. Jackie says, thank goodness for our defense. I agree. Titans out Brian Callahan outcoached Mike McDaniel. I definitely agree with that. Uh Getting to 30 was historic. We finally ended the curse. We finally ended this bad streak that we wanted to get off away from, and we have. We definitely did that. Definitely was very happy to get a win. And so now we're going to the bye week with a little bit of a controversy. I mean, thank God for Nick Folk, first of all. Nick Folk was money. And the defense definitely showed out holding the Miami Dolphins to under 200 yards of total offense, 184 to be exact. They held them to 184 yards total offense, 2 of 12 on third down, 1 of 3 on fourth down. Held them to just 3.4 yards a play. And so that was definitely a very good game. They got their first turnover as well. So, that was a big shout out to the defense there. This defense, they are back to being the number one defense in the Levis did his usual Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Having to change to my phone because I'm having a little technical difficulty on my laptop with um with my computer. So, but yes, the fact that the defense back to being number one against the run, I mean, number one against the pass, the number one in total yards, still middle of the pack against the run and on point scoring. But the defense definitely played a lot better. Guys like Tavondre Sweat and Sebastian Joseph Day had themselves some games. They had some terrific games with them. And so, yeah, given the fact Tom wasn't really bad, but holding them to 12 points, even with the weapons that they have with Devin Achane, you got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. It was still a very good job defensively. You can't control who's in front of you. You can only control who you're playing against. And that's exactly what the Titans did. They did their job and they took care of business. But one thing that also happened that really spurned the victory would be that of Mason Rudolph. Because, like I was saying earlier, Will Levis did his usual thing. He would, of course, throw yet another interception, cause yet another turnover in this game. This guy is an absolute turnover machine. And it just doesn't seem like he gets it. I just don't think Will Levis gets it. And he won't stop with the turnovers. He won't stop with the issues that he has. And I think I might have my laptop. And so I'm back on my laptop now. And I just think that Mason Rudolph coming in relief was the best thing that could have happened. Will Levis throws yet another interception, and then throws another interception, and then decides to he tried to go for a first down, and he could not get it, and so he ends up hurting his shoulder, and now he has to go to the bench, and Mason Rudolph comes in, and the offense runs just fine. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but you know what Mason Rudolph did that Will Levis didn't? One was lead scoring drives, and two, he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't turn them over. He let them to drive. A lot of them were field goals, but hey, those points add up. And then he had a couple of touchdowns. He didn't have to do much to be successful. And he took care of business. He took care of the football. And there were times where he would drop back the pass. He would look one way, come back, look the other way, and make the better pass. He actually went through progressions. Gee, Will Levis, you think you can learn to do that? Go through your progression instead of focusing on DeAndre Hopkins all the time and just like, I'm just going to go to D-Hop. I'm not even going to look at anybody else. Mason Rudolph at least tries to go through his progressions and read the defense, which was, I thought, very good. Something we haven't seen over the first three games. Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears were very effective together, more so Pollard than Spears, but Spears did get a touchdown run, but Pollard did too later in the game to clinch that 30 mark. Excuse me for that, y'all. But it was very good to see. I think the offensive line was okay. I like the fact that Mason Rudolph, even though there was pressure that came, he knew how to get rid of the football. He knew not to take unnecessary sacks. Now, there was one sack that did happen. He couldn't avoid that one. I think Raiders got beat pretty bad. Well, what happened was that Cushenberry and Raiders did a double block. Jordan Brooks blitzed through, and Raiders didn't pick him up. And that's what caused that sack. But other than that, Mason Rudolph, I thought was great. Did exactly what needed to be done to get the win. And honestly enough, and I know this might be unpopular among a lot of people, I think it's academic to say Mason Rudolph needs to be the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans going forward. Now, obviously, Brian Callahan has backed Will Levis and basically said, when 100%, Will Levis is our starting quarterback. I don't believe that. He's, of course, got to say it, make it look like he's backing up his guy. But I'm like, Callie, and to all the Titan fans out there that think, well, you got to go with Will Levis. You got to see what the kid has got. It's all about wins and losses. What has Will Levis not done this season? What is one thing that Mason Rudolph has done that Will Levis did not? Led a team to a victory this season. What is another thing that Mason Rudolph did that Will Levis hasn't done? 0 turnovers. See how there's a difference there? And the thing about it is, I honestly believe Mason Rudolph gives you the best chance to win. Gives you the best chance to win football games. You all know if Will Levis went back in that game, he would have probably threw another interception or fumbled the ball and probably would have got sacked about 4 or 5 times, and we would have lost, and we would be sitting here 0-4. With Mason Rudolph, we're probably at least 2-2 at worst. Probably 3-1. And we're taking away the Green Bay game because the defense got whooped. Some of y'all might not like that opinion. I understand. I respect y'all, but I don't care. My show, my opinion. Mason Rudolph should be the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans going forward. Will Levis needs to sit his ass down and learn a little bit. Learn what it looks like when you take care of the football. Learn what it looks like when you go through your progressions and you read. Learn what it looks like when you don't just find foolish ways to lose a game. Learn how to take the points when it's there. Every time Will Levis has done something stupid, most of the time it's cost them points. In Chicago, pick 6 cost them the game. Against the Jets, you throw an interception, they score a touchdown the other way. Or you try to, roll it to Tajay Spears, which was stupid. You cost your own team 3 points. You throw an interception on the first drive of the game. Do y'all not see that? Will Levis in 4, 3 and a quarter, has 9 turnovers by himself, 6 interceptions, and 3 fumbles. And we're just 4 games into the season. And that's the guy y'all want to continue on as quarterback? I get it. Y'all want to see what Will Levis is. I've seen enough. He ain't the guy. He's a turnover machine. All he does is make stupid mistake after stupid mistake. He takes unnecessary sacks. He acts like he doesn't know how to read. And all he seems to care about is being some type of prima donna diva. And I know Brian Callahan is trying everything in his power to work that out of him, but sometimes some people just don't want to be helped. You can't save them all, Callie. And I don't think Will Levis can be saved. He stinks. And it's okay to admit that. Volcano said we might get Jalen Milroe or Shadur Sanders. Jalen Milroe, I mean, I know he played big against Georgia, but Jalen Milroe kind of concerned me. But he looked like he's gotten better. Fraser said Mason needs to start. I agree. Gotta call a spade a spade. You absolutely right. But Brian Callahan has already come out and said, if healthy, Will Levis is our starting quarterback. And I think that's a very, very big mistake. Magnificent Burger says, don't give up on Will just yet. Let my Texans get a hold of him first. Of course, we got to have a Texans fan in here. Look, y'all need to worry about yourselves. Y'all done lost y'all almost lost to the Jaguars, and y'all got destroyed by Minnesota. Y'all let Sam Darnold whoop y'all tail. They drink, no, and I give love to all fans that come in here. We got XD Gamer, Jaguar. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him with his 0-4 Jaguars. He hadn't talked to me much. So Magnificent Merker might be the Texan guy. So when they self-destruct and he can count on him as well. But Magnificent Merker, it's cool. CJ Stroud is good, though. I'm not even going to lie about that. But since we don't play out till later on, hopefully Mason Rudolph will be the guy. And Jackson said he panics too. Yes, he does. Which is something that Mason Rudolph does not do. So, again, even though he was only 9 of 7 for 85 yards, again, he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't throw no interceptions. He only took 1 sack. His quarterback rating was a 67. Better than Will Levis's 51. And he did get some help. But, I mean, this Tennessee Titans team might have found something with Mason Rudolph. Harold Landry continuing to get sacks. He has his 4th sack of the year already. He's coming back to form. Like I said, on defense, T'Vondre Sweat and Sebastian Joseph, they had games. T'Vondre Sweat was a menace in the middle. And Kenneth Murray had a pretty good game as well. Had a lot of tackles. They made a lot of stops in the backfield. Defensively, I think we got back to being who we were. And so now, the Tennessee Titans have got to find ways to build on this. Callahan gets his first win. How do we build on it? You get the Indianapolis Colts in 2 weeks, who I believe is going to Joe Flacco at quarterback over Anthony Richardson, because I believe Anthony Richardson is hurt. But Richardson being down does hurt the Colts. And now you got old man Joe Flacco possibly having to be the guy. And but they need to stick with Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph gives them the best chance to win because he's doing stuff Will Levis can't do. He led them on scoring drives. He doesn't turn the ball over. And that's extremely important. Let's get to the good, the bad, and the god awful real fast before we get ready to call this thing a day. The good, of course, again, Mason Rudolph. Not turn the ball over. Sorry, y'all. Having some issues with my internet right now, but we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this show up. But again, the good being Tony Pollard and Mason Rudolph, definitely looking good and everything. So I definitely did like what they had to do. Tavondre Sweat, Sebastian Joseph Day having some really good games. So definitely those are the good. The bad, obviously, L'Jarius Sneed looked a little slow against Tyreek Hill. Tyreek probably had him beat twice if Tyler Huntley didn't underthrow him on one and overthrow him on the other. But it's not all bad. Um, it's not all bad. So I do give some grace to L'Jarius Sneed because he's had a lot of good games so far. And so I just think that I think that's gonna be okay. I mean, the defense as a whole did well, so it's not really that bad. Bad, there was some drop by D Hop and Ridley in the game that were very uncharacteristic. But I think in time, if Rudolph gets some reps with them, that's gonna be shored up. The god awful. One, I'm gonna start with Will Levis because Levis threw yet another interception and nearly cost his team the game, and then getting hurt, which is unfortunate, but you gotta be smart. Another thing that was god awful, the freaking officials. These refs were terrible. Like they couldn't tell what was going on. They couldn't tell that it was a backwards pass or not. And then you had the issue on the punt. I thought the Titans had recovered it free and clear, but then they said, the Titans touched the ball first. Which I just, you know, the officials were bad. They were really, really bad. The onside free kick. I didn't even understand what that rule is when it comes to something like that after a safety. So I I just think that was the refs were awful. The refs were very, very awful indeed. So that was my good, my bad, and my god awful. Again, I think Will Levis should start. I think Will Levis should be benched. And of course, the thing about it, they kept showing him with his helmet on, and he acted like, "Oh, I'm finna go back in the game." I'm like, dude, put your ball cap on and sit your ass down somewhere so you can learn something. Timu referees. NPF is god awful. NPF is not good, but he didn't really do anything to screw it up last night. So I'm like, meh. He is awful. No lies told there. But the Tennessee Titans do get this win, 31-12. Finally getting a win column. About time. Again, I may do a quick, like, little small show tomorrow. I'm not 100% certain. I'm really going to take this week off, kind of relax, kind of regroup and get ready for the grind out for these other 13 games that we still have to play. So everybody, let me know what y'all think, what y'all thought of the game and stuff like that in the comments section. Did I miss anything from the game? I saw there were quite a few Titan fans down there. Glad y'all got to go to South Beach and have a good time. If they start Mason Rudolph, if they're gonna go with Mason Rudolph next week, I might sneak up to Nashville for the game against Indianapolis. But if they're gonna go with Will Levis, I'm not even gonna waste my gas because I know what's gonna happen. But everybody, this is TNT Tonight, TNT Post Game. I'm your man, Chris, aka Blue Enforcer. Congratulations to the Titans getting their first victory and getting over 30 points, ending that 1,000-day streak. And everybody, I hope y'all have a good one. Definitely be in tune for anything that's coming up. Again, I may do something small, maybe do a quick short and everything. So definitely make sure y'all share the show out to everybody. And as always, tighten up, because that's all we know how to do. Good night, y'all.